All right, guys, welcome along to your operational video of your Vermeer vacuum excavator. So obviously you've got it currently as a skid, not as a truck mounted option. So obviously you got your keys, which I'll put in the bag to go. You're gonna have a few controls that you may not be aware of, but let's just go through them and see how we go. All right, so you got your e-stop, obviously have that pulled out. If you put your key in and there's no red lights here, that's a key indicator that you got a power source issue. Your fuel gauge may not work if you're not using a sender unit. But that's okay. It will just pick up what it can. As long as you got plugged into some fuel in a fuel tank or a jerry can or a source or however you have it, then it should be ready to go. It won't work there, but your hour meter should work. Key, obviously you got glow plugs. If it's cold, you go to the left, and then to start it up, you go to the right. You got accessories. So if I plug your keys in, you go to accessories. Give me a second here. There we go. So that's accessories. Then you can then go on to start it up. You should hear the fuel pump work or come into action there. Then you can go ahead and crank it. Just for the purpose of the video, to keep it all going nice and smooth, I'm going to go through the rest of the control panel. I'll jump over here, a bit easier. So you got revs, low and high. I'll simulate as much as I can once we get it going. You got automatic throttle. So imagine you're working high revs and you want to let go of the trigger on the working lance. The revs will come down nice and gently down to the low position. So that means you can talk, walk around, move safely around the unit, operate the boom. From there we can move on. Water pressure. Everyone goes, oh, I don't have water. Trying to use the gun. Water on and off. If you click this and it goes on and this light is red, it means you've got no water. So you've either got on the other side, I'll show you your filter. You think that there's an issue. Or moving around, you may not have water in the tanks, or if the tanks are all tilted to this side, you'll find that the water is missing on that side tank, on the other side of the vehicle. That is really important because that's where the float sensor is for the water tank. So if that water tank is empty on that side, you're gonna have to top it up. You might have half a tank or 3/4 or a quarter tank water here, but the grade of the hill is too steep. So let's get water in that side of the tank and I'll show you how to make sure that the water's engaged on the other side as well as your operational. Moving forward, you've got one light on the rear, so that's on off. This is already on a truck, so this is built out for a customer. To open the rear tank door, if you want to open the door up, you have it running, engine on. Hold this down, the arms will open up the rear door. If that is not happening, then you need to have a look at what else is in the way, okay? Same with the tank lift. Within about 3 to 5 seconds, either of these functions should work. Okay, they won't work always at the same time. Sometimes if you've got the revs up high, that works better or in your favor. You'll get a bit more speed out of it, but it's not going to be moving at rocket pace. Okay, so to close it is the opposite. You can either hold one, close it all the way, and then lower the tank all the way. Okay. That's your main control panel. In case of an emergency, we always hit the e-stop, pretty straightforward there. Moving forward, if you ever got any question around parts, here is your VIN plate or your panel with your VIN number on it. These are your service ports for servicing of your machine plant. Okay, that's for your engine, everything inside the engine box. Some gauges, very important. Vacuum is a negative pressure, so it's always going to be about the negative number, so a minus number for vacuum. If you are using the blower to blow or push out product or air, which is pressure, I don't know if you can see that, but I'll point the video there in a second. It's a positive pressure, okay? This one, as long as this is in neutral, this will always be 0. When you go from here to vacuum, like that, it will go down to a negative, okay? If you go from there to a positive, it will be a positive, okay, or a pressure. To start the engine, we always have it in that neutral position. But yeah, pretty straightforward. Inside the engine enclosure, I will just check the camera is going okay. Just give you a bit more of a zoom in there. So your safety and operation manual operates out of here. This will stay in the car, in the vehicle. You have some keys for your locks. Okay, you will have these in there. Okay, these are going to be some spares. Go in there. Very straightforward. There's books in here for your warranty and basic operations of controls. Okay. Open up here. I'll just check the camera, give me a second. Yep. Okay, so here, where am I? Here is your blower. See this little port here? Oh, I'll point out it over there. You need to pay attention to here and here. Okay, need to watch. If is empty, you'll see is dry. It's very dry. Okay, no liquid or blower oil. You can top it up and inspect it from here. Okay, same here and here. Don't need to touch it. Your belts, you need to check. Okay, if they are rotating or bouncing lots, they will bounce normally a little bit, but if they're bouncing heaps, we don't want to go too far with that. Moving forward, I will put this in a safe spot, but this is your remote for the boom. Okay, I will zoom in on it. Okay, you should have this to turn it on. 1, 2, 3. It's looking for it, but because the machine isn't on, it's not finding it. Okay, this will be, where are you? Battery, and then obviously your functions around the vehicle. Okay, jump back over here. Pretty straightforward. Moving towards your water tanks and boom. See if we go there. So your water, I want you to be able to plug it into here. It will go over the top. In here is a lid. Undo the lid, pull it aside, and the water will go straight into your tank, okay? You got some more storage if you need some more storage, but in here, it was gonna be your hose storage. You'll see that it will be underneath the machine, or it will be in the container when we supply it for you. Just moving, see if I can get you through there. Okay, when you have a blockage or the machine is stuck with a rock or something is happening, excuse me. If you have a rock or a blockage, you'll hear a squealing sound, like a really, really loud. It's coming out of there. That is normal. Do not touch this. Do not go there. It's a safe mechanism to protect the blower. Okay, so if there is a blockage on your remote, you have this one here, gate valve, okay? That gate valve is going to close the top and stop suction. That stop suction will build up pressure and allow you to take a deeper breath or suck in a little bit more pressure and power through that boom system. Very important that you be careful when you're around this. Make sure you got your ears, eyes, gloves on for operation. But for today's purpose, we're just going to be demonstrating how it works. Pay attention here. You got hydraulic level, okay? So that's for your tank up, your rotation, and your door to come in and out. So that hydraulic oil level goes here. You can top it up through the top. And it's pretty straightforward, but keep an eye on it. It's also a temp gauge as well. Gives you an indication on how that's working. All right, I'm going to cut the video here. We're going to go around to the rear and see how we go there. See, Jace? Look at this stupid video.